Hey guys, Ender, once again, this time in the Orca, and once again demonstrating advanced flight model and landing in the AO with advanced flight model. And what that entails, just some tips and tricks I use for the different airframes. I've already demonstrated a little bit with the Hummingbird, and moving on up to the next biggest aircraft, the Orca. So, let's see what we get here. I've done a couple runs with what I would consider midline success, but we got nobody else here, so we'll just power up and take off. Brakes are off. Power's coming on. This aircraft torque turns to the left, so requires right pedal input. When I add power, the nose rotates to the left, so I counteract that with right pedal. Orca's a pretty powerful helicopter. You see here how I got right wing low attitude. That's caused by the pretty substantial amount of translating tendency. It's the tail rotor back there pushing the helicopter to the side and me counteracting it with the right cyclic. If I didn't, it would look like this if I was straight and level. And I would just kind of translate to the side there. You see that? Okay, Evan, stand by for landing, brother. Alright, I see we got some friendlies up there on the edge of town.
Copy.
They're from the last drop out. There goes another Hummingbird to my right. Oh, they're in Tower 3. That's perfect. Okay, I'm bleeding off my energy. Nice wide sweeping turn. This will turn into an S-turn as I bring it back to the other side for Tower 3 landing. And that just kind of bled off all my energy. Okay, auto hover's coming in. Carrying my power down to the landing. Go, go, go.
They currently have a sniper looking at Tower 4 on Tower 1.
That wasn't so bad. So you saw back there, it did a little less turn. That bled off most of my energy. Again, energy comes in two main forms, kinetic and potential. Potential being your altitude, kinetic being your speed. I feel like I got somebody pursuing me right now. Alright, like I was saying, kinetic being your speed, potential being your altitude. When you come into a landing, you want to basically erase both. You want to bleed off both those forms of energy and come to a standstill. How do you do that? You do that by usually putting all that energy into your main rotor head to cushion your landing. You do that by auto-rotating. Auto-rotating is when the air comes in from the bottom of the rotor disc. And hey, I'm dragging a enemy chopper into spawn here. Can you shoot at it, please? I'm coming in now. Anytime you hear the main rotor winding up like that, that's good. That's energy going into your main rotor head. Are you guys here at spawn? Shoot that enemy helicopter before he rams me, please. Alright, I think I'm invulnerable now, so it won't matter. I don't know why I got somebody chasing me. Kind of an asshole move. Definitely not allowed. Okay, brakes are off, brakes are on. People are getting in. Okay, what are we dealing with here? Oh, wrong way. Okay, sometimes I bring it in right here, so let's highlight yellow, draw it up on vehicle chats, nobody deletes it. Brakes are off. A little pedal turn here to the right to get started up. Okay, power's coming in. It'll be right pedal or right cyclic as needed. And when I power on with this helicopter, the nose drops. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Did I seriously get fucking rammed by that asshole? Yeah.
GG.
I guess I hit something. Shit. Not bad, guys.
Yeah, you hit the light pole on the right side.
Alright. Good thing this guy's here. Okay guys, I'm back from an embarrassing crash. I was flying along this main road right here, and I clipped a tree, which I figured out only after reviewing my video footage. A little embarrassing, but you know, that's what happens when you try to showboat, you know? So, we'll take it nice and easy this time, nice and safe. We'll go the high route instead of the low route. You don't hit your rotors on things that way. Remember, high risk, high reward, A-okay. High risk, low reward, you probably shouldn't be doing what you're doing. In that case, that was high risk with low reward. Low reward being I only look cool, but everybody is in more danger, so looking cool is not a sufficient reason to fly that low, that far away from the AO. So, you know, these things happen. Everybody does it. You've seen it. And I'm no exception, unfortunately. Just call it how it is. That's how aviation works. Own up to your mistakes. Okay, we're going to bring it in for landing. Stand by, guys, for landing. Okay, I'm offset from my intended LZ. I kind of know where I want to go, so... There. I just rolled onto its side, bled off that energy, and I'm going to kick the nose to the left here so I can see where I'm landing. That also helps to bleed the energy. Adding power as needed. Playing with pedal and cyclic. Go, go, go. Okay, they're out. Power's coming in. Right pedal, right pedal, right pedal. There we go. I'm starting to get that pedal turn. Alright, and we are egressing the AO. Almost safe, almost safe. And if we clear this helicopter, we're good. Alright, and we're out. Cool. Okay, so with that, I didn't use auto hover on that one. Normally I do, but I had a pretty good handle on the helicopter that time, and I wasn't getting shot at, so pretty good situation overall. Pretty happy with that approach. I like it. What's going on out here? How these guys ended up out here. That guy's been sniping. It's almost time to switch over to night vision goggles. It's pinky time. Pinky time is definitely hard to see in. It's that weird time where you don't want to have your night vision goggles on yet, but there's really not that much light hitting the ground. Pinky time. Look at this guy's pink. Okay, bleeding off that energy with a nice wide sweeping turn, adding my power in. I'm going to let it slide over here to the right. Got a friendly helicopter up there behind me in my right quarter. Just going to kind of play with the cyclic. Okay. Play with cyclic and pedal. I'm using a lot of right pedal right now, and okay. Touchdown. Brakes are on. Get some paying fares here. Okay, alright, that's enough for now. The other guy can take the... okay, alright, go ahead, get in. Alright, no more. Okay, brakes are off, I'm rolling out. Power's coming in slowly, steadily. Nice, easy control movements with the pedals and cyclic. Right pedal, right cyclic. Pick up my speed, and we're off. Climbing and accelerating. Okay, alright. I'm going to trim the aircraft out here. Alright, aircraft is mostly trimmed out. trimmed out enough that I can steal a glance at the map here. Alright, definitely Tower 4-3. Tower 4 to 3 area. That was me resetting my trim. Man, there are a lot of people out here in the open. What's up with that? Okay. Reconning the AO. I think I'm going to put him over there by Valak. Yeah, it's going to be Valak's position, more or less. Stand by for landing, guys. Here in the Orca, stand by for landing. Okay, I'm sliding to the left with right pedal. Okay, now I'm transitioning to the left pedal. It allows me to see my LZ. I'm going to use auto hover on this one. Okay. Kind of screwed that up. Oh, man. Well, nobody died. That's good. That sucked. Alright, well. Yeah. That's a big old bird right there. Man, our rotors are gonna hit. I'm gonna have to be really careful here. I might, as soon as I get in, pull the brakes off, and I might just roll back with any luck. Let's see what happens when I pull the brakes. Okay, I'm rolling backwards. That's what I wanted. I don't know if I trust him. I wish there was a way to turn down the brightness on these LCD screens in front of me. I probably should call them MFDs. Well, they're not really MFDs, are they? MFD standing for multi-function display. If really all they do is one thing and one thing only, since I can't adjust them. Kind of change positions here. Alright, one of the things about the Orca, which you've probably already noticed by now,
ARMA, hey man,
is that
come on, let's get them, these motherfuckers.
That tail wheel is pretty far forward from the actually the back of the tail. There's only about 5 degrees there that you have to play with.
Just kill 2 of them. Come on, there are more.
Only about 5 degrees you have to play with there. So if you're more than 5 degrees pitch up, you're probably going to hit the tail on the ground, and that's assuming you're on level ground. So food for thought. We got one person and another helicopter waiting at spawn for others, so we'll just go. Okay, it's getting to be dark enough to warrant the use of night vision goggles, so as I approach the AO here, I'll go aided onto the night vision goggles. Ooh, kill streak of 10 stopped. That's pretty good. I'll take it. Alright, let's see what we're dealing with here. I might end up putting it in the forest up there. Looks like we got some friendlies, maybe, up there. Hey Chase, stand by for landing, brother. Okay, I'm going to go aided with the night vision goggles here. Reconning the AL, a little bit harder to see friendlies now. Yeah, we got some friendlies up in the hills, I think. Yeah. Stand by for landing, Orca. Okay, kind of lost my visual acuity here with the night vision goggles, my depth perception, not depth perception, but my wide angle. Auto hover's on. So really important to look into your turn. I'm gonna probably knock down that little fir tree. That's all right. Go, 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 Chase. Okay, he's out.
Paramount, there's an enemy it's not an enemy chopper.
Nothing to it.
It is us, our teammate, so never mind.
One of the benefits of doing the low hover is that you can prevent your main rotor from hitting stuff. It's easier to fly away. However, the last crash, you witnessed me just kind of roll over almost immediately. It's like I just rolled over and that was that. Sometimes when people get out of the helicopter, they can bump it. This is just I'm going to call it a glitch with Advanced Flight Model and ARMA. I don't think that with the inertia, the weight of a helicopter that would be in play, that would actually happen in real life. So that's why I call it a glitch. Yeah, I don't know why it happens, but it does. So something to think about. All right, cool. Looks like I got some loyal customers here that are coming back for more. Probably gonna put it right in this area since we got friendlies on both sides. Right here, our side of the AO. So I kind of.
Fucking Christ, man, they're crawling on here.
I like to, or I don't like to, but I'm talking through my landings for you guys. Some of the nuances of flying, you're just going to have to pick up through practice and repetition. Hopefully you can pick up some of the flight characteristics of the aircraft just by listening to me. But really, you're not going to get good at flying any of these aircraft until you get inside of them and practice. Your best bet's to practice in the editor. I highly suggest doing it with a full load because that's when the helicopter is its most difficult to handle. Once you feel comfortable in the editor, then I would move on and start flying Advanced Flight Model in the actual game. Okay, I don't know where that's coming from. Maybe I can spot some tracers with my night vision goggles. Auto hover's coming on. Saw I did a bleeding turn there. Modulating my power. Small cyclic inputs. Go, go, go. Okay, we're getting 3GL'd by a helicopter here. I'm gonna go. Put the pressure on him. Hey Helios, did you make it out? I had to egress out of there, man. I was getting shot up by that helicopter.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I just started to take off. If you're still in, had me worried.
Helios, bro. Helios.
We got an enemy hummingbird flying around out here with a 3GL on the side, shooting up our friendly helicopters as they try to make it into AO. FYI. Alright, well, because of that hummingbird, I'm a little orange and red on the board, so I'll bring it in for a repair if he doesn't come and stalk me into it.
I'm being shot. Shit, I'm being shot.
Keep that nose up above the artificial horizon.
Paramount, there's somebody less than 100 meters
Can't really
away
see where I'm
from
flying. I
us.
haven't cleared my my blind spot there, so I'm a little nervous, but that's fine. Okay, coming in for the landing. Brakes are off. Okay, brakes are on, and starting the repair. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'm all repaired up, guys. Quick bathroom break. Not that you really needed to know that. So, I was thinking just now, I think I've done the S-turn twice, I think, now, to bleed off some energy here in the Orca. I was thinking there's some pretty good reasons to use the S-turn, being that most of the time, most of the helicopters, with the exception of the Hummingbird, you got this big panel blocking your view. With the S-turn, you're able to recon your LZ much better, like so, And with that recon, comes more situational awareness. I have a better idea of what's down there, what's going to be in my way, how to get in, how to get out. And not only that, but with the S-turn, you keep the enemy guessing. They can't sit there and say for sure exactly, hitting the flagpole there, they can't say for sure where you're going to land because you're constantly changing direction, which not only does it keep them guessing where you're going to land, but it also makes you harder to shoot. So, that's a good tactic in any helicopter. When you think about it, it just is a matter of your ability to control the helicopter through the maneuver. S-turn is a semi-complex maneuver, especially if you start adding in power to the equation. If you do it all on one power setting, you'll probably be fine. But if you're fluctuating power throughout the maneuver, you're going to have to be counteracting the forces of the helicopter quite frequently. So, and you can do that. It just takes some practice and knowing how the helicopter responds to your power inputs. So, definitely not impossible. But, I just wanted to throw that out there for you guys to digest for the future in your own flying exploits. Really, everything is just depends on the situation. So, I found myself in a situation where the S-turn just kind of came naturally to me. It's just what I started doing given the situation I was in. Sometimes I do the bleeding speed turn where I just offset 2 to 3 o'clock before I roll it over. Like I said, rolling it over keeps you from popping up when you start adding in the power, or really when you pull back on the cyclic too. That's the big thing, is when you roll it over, you pull back on the cyclic, and now you enter an auto-rotative state while you're in a turn. So you're putting all this energy into your main rotor, like so, and then you pull back and you hear it going into the main rotor. So that's another way. Big bleeding. That's what I call the bleeding speed turn. Bleeding energy turn is really a more apt description. Stand by for landing. Alright, I am wholly on the wrong side of the AO here, and I'm afraid that helicopter might be chasing me now. So we're just going to have to be quick about this. Okay, he's chasing. Alright, going to abort the landing, guys. It's going to be a pair drop. Go, go, go.
Okay.
Pull a little too much bank with a little too much power input, with a little bit too much pitch. It all added up right there to droop my main rotor. You heard it for a second. I can still hear that guy behind me. Maybe I'm hearing things. Yeah, I'm sorry you didn't get to see another landing on that, but I was pretty sure I heard the enemy helicopter right behind me. Probably a guy doing the 3GLs. I would probably just succeeded in getting my people killed, so. And I think, by the sounds of it, they made it down to the ground, so I'll take that. That's a win. Okay. Doing a little side slip. Side slips also help to decrease the energy state. You are you're forcing more drag on the airframe, which drag always slows you down. But you're not necessarily putting that energy into the main rotor. So. Okay, brakes are off. I'm using the cyclic to control my speed now. I'm holding the cyclic back. Kind of playing with it, actually.
Thanks, man.
Kind of want to just do a pivot here. Alright, let me just check the map real quick. Okay, nobody's responding, so we'll just go. Alright, Naomi. It's going to be a landing. Stand by. So we got a lot of friendlies in the AO. I didn't even have to trim for this one. Aircraft has got a lot of control harmony. I'm going to put it right under Tower 1, man. So stand by for landing, Naomi. Okay, I know Tower 1's over there. Kind of 11 o'clock right now. So I'm going to swing wide here, give myself some more room to see where I'm going. Now that I'm turning into it, I should be able to see a little bit better. As I slow down, I'm going to pedal turn past my flight path here to aid in my visual. Little slow here on the descent, not going to lie. I feel pretty uncomfortable with this. Go, Naomi, go. I set it down really careful right there. Or I shouldn't say really careful. I decided to set it down at that last second when I said go. Because I was afraid that he was going to jump out and bump the helicopter like so many times before. Did see some blurb in there about a guy, an enemy, with a light machine gun next to Tower 1, but we made it out okay, so not a big deal.
Yo, there's a fucking dude near you. Just parachuted in.
Just freaking dude. Okay, and name of the, what the heck is going on there? Hey, Mohawk, you got a enemy hummingbird right behind you, right behind and above you. If you pitch up, you should be able to get away from him. Told him to pitch up because the gunner can't acquire a good lock. I say lock, a good firing solution above the rotor arc. See that? Another auto-rotative descent here. Not really absorbing a lot of energy though. Pretty well controlled descent there. So it was mostly just the engine pushing the air down. But that's the condition in which you would get that auto-rotative state when you've pitched up. Okay, we got a guy on the helicopter here. We got another helicopter on the ground for others when they spawn in, so I'll just go. Keeping my eyes peeled for that jerk off little bird asshole. Holes. Takes two to tango, I guess. If I stay low, I will increase my chances of moving in undetected by them, so I will do that. This is one of those cases where flying low is a much better reason to fly low right now. Stand by, Lonsdale. Stand by for landing. Okay, I'm pushing my pedal to the left, full left pedal now, flying out of trim, tilting my rotor disc away. That puts me in the auto-rotative descent or auto-rotative state. Helicopter there. Auto hover's coming in, watching that helicopter. Oh, that was rough. Oh man, I'm so lucky I didn't blow up right there. So if you rewind here in a second and look at what just happened, I kind of entered a state where I was settling with power. I think I had full power application there, and it did not arrest my descent. Oof, man, what was that? That didn't arrest my descent. When you can't arrest your descent with power, it's called settling with power, and that is another term for VRS, which is vortex ring state. Vortex ring state is caused by a high power, high descent rate, low airspeed. So I had a pretty good amount of airspeed there, so not really sure what was up with that, but it was still definitely a settling with power condition. And it just kind of happens. It happens a lot in the Orca, actually. The Orca is especially prone to this for some reason. Okay, you see here, adding power, and now I have a bunch of left pedal put in, using my cyclic to control my flight path as needed. Adding power now to maintain my altitude, and arresting my movement with cyclic, setting her down. Taxi out here into the street, line her up. Hope my tail's clear. Yeah, it was. Sometimes I wonder if these other guys who fly helicopters look at me taxiing around and wonder, how does he do that? How does he roll around? And if they even know that that's a feature of advanced flight model. Probably not. I doubt it. I'm sure nobody even cares. Those clowns air taxiing. Ah, nerd. Nerd. Why don't you use your wheels? It's alright, he's only level 12, he doesn't know yet. One's good enough for now. There's another guy here and he wants some fares, so... My eyes just played a trick on me. I thought I saw that hummingbird. Ooh, a nice harmony in the controls right now. Not really having to fight anything. The helicopter is sort of flying itself, and that's about mid-power range. You see that on the VSI up there? Vertical speed indicator? About middle of the power range is when the controls start to harmonize really nicely. It just means that it's easier to make controls. Very, very stable feeling right now. Just kind of trying to pick out my LZ. Okay, stand by, Culkin. Rolling it over onto its side, pitching up, auto rotate down, add power as necessary, auto hover's coming in. When I add auto hover, I kind of just maintain my same control inputs. It seems to work out nicely. Culkin, go. Oh shit, here comes the 3GLs. Oh man. Alright, the helicopter. If it was the 3GL guy, he missed his opportunity. Maybe that was him that crashed, I hope. Alright, I feel like I got my head on a swivel right now. Okay, you notice how I always put my LZ off to the right? You know, you could do it to the left, but you know, obviously that puts the panel in the way. But I'll do it over here. And what I tend to do, I find myself doing this a lot, is when my panel's blocking my view, as I swing the nose around to my LZ, I'm kind of imagining where it is through my panel, even though I can't see it. I just envision it, so I know it's right there. Okay, I'll bring my panel around. Now that it's out of sight, I'm just imagining, and then I pedal turn past it, and I just kind of do this thing, where now I'm holding opposite pedal, I'm in a left side or a right side slip, and now it's almost like I have better visibility all around anyway, so not always bad, not always bad. Use the capabilities of the helicopter to your advantage. Alright, Heliodoros. Remember, this time when you get out, eject. That way you don't have to do the animation.
Alright, man, alright. Hey, does the housing of the rear blade protect it from crashes and stuff?
Okay, so that type of tail rotor design is called a fenestron. I'd say it's French. It probably just stands for ducted. I don't know, ducted fan or shrouded fan. I don't speak French, so I don't really know. But yeah, it protects personnel more than it protects the helicopter from debris. Of course, it does do that. It protects it from debris and also tail strikes as well. But the biggest thing is safety, I think, for personnel around the helicopter. And yeah, then second to that is tail strikes, which the helicopter is still somewhat subjected to.
Alright.
I just got thoroughly turned around. Okay, stand by for landing. Okay, I'm pitching up, getting that auto rotation going in. Okay, I'm in the kind of the same situation I just demonstrated. Using a lot of left pedal to coordinate that turn. Keeping the left pedal in. Power's coming in now. Adding in more. Ah, I just got shot. I'm dead. I just died. Hey, Naomi, go ahead and get Heliodoros. I'm responding. Well, shit happens, you know. We'll just keep it going with this Orca.
Where did you die? I need your Googles, mate.
So, you see the built-in heads-up display that just comes standard with the helicopter. It's all laid out there in the green. Kind of useful. You notice that that line always points where the pipper, where my pipper in advanced flight model points. So, useful knowledge if you're ever flying this thing, you know, not in an advanced flight model, and you want that same kind of heads-up display feeling. You know, you get it in the Hellcat and the Orca. So, yeah, the only difference is it doesn't have a little X to show you where your nose is. And then on the left there, you see that number that keeps changing? 100%, 69%, 51%. That's your power input. So, and then on the left, I want to say that's your altitude in hundreds. Nope, that's your airspeed in hundreds. Never mind. And then on the right side, it's your altitude. And I'm not paying attention to where I'm flying. Okay, I'm aided. I'm on night vision goggles. We're just going to bring in for a nice, easy landing over here on the edge of the forest. Okay. Here we are. LZ is through my panel. Bringing it back over with the left pedal. Holding that left pedal. And now just playing around with the stick as needed. Auto hover's coming in. Power's coming in. Go, go, go. Coming straight up. Clear the trees. Let the aircraft torque itself to the left. Power's coming in with a little bit of right pedal. Nose kind of fell on its own right there, and I'm kind of holding aft in the cyclic. Okay. I'm feeling harmony into the controls now. Now I'm having to push forward on the cyclic. And we are out. So when I do really abrupt maneuvering, you might notice that I drop my collective, my power setting. Almost always when I do a sharp bank or an abrupt bank, I drop my power, and that just helps me ensure that I keep my energy state built up in my main rotor. Aircraft will keep flying and stay airborne. In fact, a lot of times you'll find that the aircraft stubbornly wants to stay airborne. even when you're trying to get it down the ground. It's because you've got a big giant flying disc up there. You know, it's a big giant wing on top of your helicopter, and as long as you get that forward airspeed, it's as good as a wing on an airplane. So when you cut your power there, as long as you got that forward airspeed, you've got lift, man. So the only difference is when you cut power, your blades are flat. And when your blades are flat, there's no air resistance. And since there's no air resistance, you're not creating okay, that's the winning sound. So we'll just go for this guy. When your blades are flat, you're not generating any resistance to the air, which means that you're not losing that speed. You know, because especially when you're maneuvering like that, a lot of times the helicopter, especially when it's weighed down, it's not such a big deal when you don't have any weight in the helicopter, in most of them. But in some cases, even when you don't have weight, when you start doing abrupt maneuvers, you're asking the main rotor disc to do too many things. You're asking it to keep you flying. You're asking it to turn you. So there's just a little bit too much going on, and you'll get a little bit of resistance from the helicopter. So with that said, just lower your power when you bring it in for abrupt maneuvers. It's energy retention. That's all I'll say on it for now. Go. See if I can get flying towards the spawn camera, or the spawn camera, the camera thing. Well, it's dark anyway. Let's see. Yep, there I am. Alright, cool. Okay, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed the Orca for this go-around. Yeah, it was mostly good. Some screw-ups there. One pretty embarrassing one at the beginning. That's alright, though. Crap happens. Overall, I feel pretty happy with this video, so I think I will post this run for you guys. Any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. Thanks, guys. Ender out.